Awesome. Hopefully this is working. Okay. We are in the middle of winter. It is cold. It's still pretty dark. It's gray. There's still a lot of snow on the ground, mushy, and near the road it gets all brown from all the dirt, and it looks disgusting. But we're still in winter. We're trying to enjoy it. Today I have a lot of books that I'd love to share with you. Some books that are cozy and warm. Some are wintry, some are not so wintry, but it is a collection of books that my children and I have really been loving the past few weeks, especially. So hopefully, this stack of books can help you and your children get through the last few weeks of winter. I think I'll start off with the more baby-ish books, but they're still beautiful. Starting off with this beautiful book called Hush Little Baby by Sylvia Long. You probably know the nursery rhyme, Hush Little Baby, hush little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird, I think. This is a very beautiful version. It is not materialistic at all. I found this years ago at a thrift store when my oldest was a baby. Fell in love with it. And whenever I'm invited to a baby shower, it is always the book that I bring. It's such a beautiful book. If you love singing to your children like I do, it's great throughout the day, but especially at bedtime or nap time too. We have really been enjoying this one. So, Hush Little Baby by Sylvia Long. Beautiful book. Next book on the list is The Mitten by Jan Brett. Is it Jan Brett? I'm pretty sure it's Jan Brett. If you like any of her books, she has The Snowy Nap, The Story of the Three Snow Bears, The Gingerbread Baby. She has so many different books, especially wintry themed books. Her illustrations are absolutely beautiful. But I mean, it's just the coziest book. It's set in winter. The same sort of repetitive thing keeps happening over and over, and my children love that. And it's cute. It has nice snowy scenes. It has cute fuzzy animals. We just love this one. It's cozy, it's warm. It is a classic, I think they said Ukrainian folktale, based on a Ukrainian folktale. Ukrainian folktale adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. Yes, so it's based on a Ukrainian folktale. And it's beautiful. If you like this book by Jan Brett, you should get all of her other books at the library, or if you need to build your library collection at home, thrift books, things like that, the local thrift store, or even Amazon. I'll have links for all these books below if you're interested in these ones. Next book, the Jackie Morris Book of Classic Nursery Rhymes. A beautiful, beautiful collection of nursery rhymes. Some regular rhymey ones, some ones that go with song. The illustrations in this are gorgeous. They're absolutely delightful. They are very realistic and just ethereal and whimsical and beautiful, and we read this a lot before bedtime. I try to sometimes come up with like different hand motions to make it sort of more like a hand rhyme, which has been fun. But this, I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's Her illustrations are beautiful, and so if you like this one by illustrated by Jackie Morris, all of Jackie Morris's books, her illustrations are so beautiful. Totally recommend checking all of them out. But yes, the Jackie Morris Book of Classic Nursery Rhymes, absolutely beautiful. This one doesn't have a cover because my toddler is at war against any dust cover or book jacket cover we have. So they are always ripped, they're always missing. So, but this one is The Snowman by Raymond Briggs, which is a beautiful, beautiful book. We love this one. There's no words. It's just a picture, sort of like you could say graphic novel, sort of like a comic kind of thing. The pictures in this it looks like it's colored pencil to me, and they are just absolutely beautiful. It's a very whimsical story about a boy who builds a snowman and he comes to life and they go on this grand adventure. There's also a very cute short. I think you can find it on like the BBC website. We just watched it on YouTube, but there's a very cute short of the snowman that we watch sometimes. It has beautiful music, a beautiful soundtrack, and we actually love this is probably I think probably like the second or third most listened to Yodo card for us, but we love listening to the snowman on our Yodo player we have. It comes with just the soundtrack, like from the short film that again is on YouTube. I'll link that below because it is beautiful. But the Yodo card comes with the regular plain old instrumental soundtrack, but they also have a little narrated version, which I think is the first track of the card. But they have a narrated version of the story, which is so fun to listen to. My children love that. It's kind of Christmassy at the end, but we listen to it all year round because it's a beautiful story. So that is another book that you should add, The Snowman by Raymond Briggs. Another book that we've been enjoying, another wintry one, continuing on with our winter theme, is a beautiful Elsa Beskow book called Ollie's Ski Trip. My children and I love reading anything by Elsa Beskow. Her stories are whimsical, delightful. The illustrations are absolutely beautiful, very naturey. If you like being in the woods a lot and outdoors with your kids, you will love this. This one is about a little boy who gets a pair of skis for his birthday and goes out into the winter and meets King Winter. They have a wonderful, fun adventure together in the snow, and it is so fun. And honestly, these books, because they have such beautifully detailed illustrations, it takes a long time for my kids, especially my toddler, to sort of look around the picture and see what's going on. So I feel like, honestly, all of the Elsa Beskow books are responsible, especially books like The Sun Egg or Peter and Blueberry Land, Children of the Forest. Those are all responsible for my toddler's, I think, quite extensive attention span when it comes to sitting down and listening to books, reading books together. So Ollie's Ski Trip, beautiful wintry tale by Elsa Beskow. We love any Elsa Beskow book. Okay, continuing on with sort of a nonfiction book. This book, The Barefoot Book of Children, is a book that we keep coming back to at the library. I feel like every few months we get this book. We love this book so much. And the other day, as I watched my toddler drag it across the floor, I realized, I said, we have to get a copy of this for ourselves. So I need to, actually, this is on my list of books to actually buy. I'm going to look on thrift books first, I think. Haven't been able to find any in any sort of thrift stores near me. So I'm going to look on thrift books first, and then if not, I'll probably just buy it on Amazon because I love this book. It's a beautiful book about children from around the world. Beautiful picture book that shows all different ways of living, different people from around the world, different body types, different skin tones, different religions, different clothes that we wear, different games that we play, different languages that we can speak or write, different ways to clean ourselves, different ways that we get water. It's just, I love this book. This is a beautiful book. Barefoot books in general are very sweet. We love this one. This would be our number one book of perhaps all time in my family with my children, my toddler and preschooler, The Frog and Toad Treasury. Frog and Toad has absolutely consumed the imagination of my preschooler in particular and my toddler as well. So they will walk around calling each other Frog and Toad. They're not their actual names anymore, it's just Frog and Toad. And these stories are so sweet and fun and delightful to read. And they also have great sort of moral lessons. Like there are lessons on friendship and what it means to be a good friend, but there's also lessons in doing the right thing even when it's hard. Lessons on willpower, lessons on not being a procrastinator and figuring out what that means. And it's all just so cute. I think me and my oldest started reading this when he was maybe almost 3, but this one is one that I found at a thrift store for $2.95. It's a great buy. But any Frog and Toad book is so special and wonderful. The audiobooks are also great. We have those on our Yodo card as well, and they're so fun. If I could recommend one book from this entire stack of books, it would be this one. This is a wonderful book. I actually just recommended this to a friend who was looking to get more books for her kids as well, and they were reading the book at home, and I got a text like a couple hours later saying, OMG, we love Frog and Toad. It's actually so funny. And I was like, I know, they're great. They're so great. So we love Frog and Toad. Frog and Toad is absolutely wonderful. Totally 10 out of 10 recommend. Another book by Arnold Lobel, the author of Frog and Toad. He wrote Owl at Home, which is another really fun, I think a little bit more like cozy winter vibes than Frog and Toad in particular. But we love Owl at Home as well. Beautiful illustrations, fun stories. Also really good. This is, I think, the first book when my preschooler was maybe like a little over 2.5. This is when he started sort of sight reading words, like he could recognize the word owl because we read this book all the time. So Owl at Home, beautiful, cozy, wintry stories, easy to read if your child is interested in reading and seeing words on a page, recognizing different words, things like that. This is a beautiful book. We love Owl at Home. Okay, and last but not least, our tried and true Little Bear by Elsa Homeland Minerick. Beautiful stories. We love these books. I don't know how many there are, but we have at least like 4 or 5 different ones. Very easy for your child to read if they're interested in learning how to read and recognizing letters and sounds, things like that. This is a beautiful collection of stories, very cute, delightful. The pictures are by Maury Sendak, who also did the pictures for Where the Wild Things Are, which is another excellent book. And we read these all the time. We actually recently got the CD of the audio version of these books. It's narrated by Sigourney Weaver, and there's like a very gentle, sort of like acoustic 80s kind of like guitar and piano in the background, and it's beautiful. They're so beautiful. And the whole CD is, I think, like 50 minutes. My preschooler will sit and listen to this audio story for the entire time, just like playing with cars, playing with magnet tiles, doing puzzles while listening, and it's so fun. So I will also put the link that we use to get the audio CD version of Little Bear as well. So those are some favorite books that we've been reading the past few weeks to combat the winter blues as we are waiting for spring to arrive here in New England. I hope you love these books. I hope you get at least 1 or 2 of them from your local library or thrift books. I'll leave the link to a lot of different options down below if you're interested in getting these books. If you want to find the complete list for all these books and maybe a few others if you're interested in these kind of books, an extended list, I'm going to leave a link down below for a Substack post I wrote with all these books in it. So I hope you enjoy that as well. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye. Okay, that was it. Anything else I want to say?